the sibling model of the Porsche Taycan, the Audi e-tron GT Quattro. Yes, as you can tell, I have to memorize the name.
And now over here at the rear, things get very interesting. This is real metal.
A sports car that emits zero emission. Hello everyone. In today's generation, we are all aware that electric cars have become of very, very high demand. However, there's a few ways car manufacturers have gone about it. Over here is the Audi e-tron GT Quattro, everyone. And this over here is an example of a car manufacturer that has gone a rather different route, taken a different approach towards electric cars. Now guys, many car manufacturers have gone down to building electric crossover SUVs, electric hatchbacks, but Audi and the Volkswagen Group have taken a very unique approach to the demand of electric cars. Basically what happened is Audi and Porsche, basically from the Volkswagen Group, they've come up with desirable electric cars that could potentially replace sports cars. And it's proven, guys. They have the build, they have the desirability, and most of all, they have the performance. All that with zero emission, guys. Think about it. How wonderful is this? I feel like the Volkswagen Group have gone down a very smart way about this. They've done something completely unique, completely different. Now, because the Volkswagen Group have released sporty electric vehicles, the Audi e-tron GT Quattro and the Porsche Taycan, more competitors are on the run. More competitors will be inclined to come up with electric sports car or electric cars that have just rather a more sporty theme to them. Today, we're going to have a look at the sibling model of the Porsche Taycan, the Audi e-tron GT Quattro. Yes, as you can tell, I have to memorize the name. This Audi e-tron GT Quattro costs 142,000 euros. Now at this point, it is very difficult for us to discuss about value for money, because when you are in this segment of the market, you are not looking at good value for money. You are looking for something qualitative, something that has the performance, and something that still boasts the status. I also have to remind you all, it's very remarkable how far Audi has come from, because out of the three brands, Mercedes was born from limousines and trucks and anything that had diesel engines, and Mercedes expanded from that. BMW was born from small cars, and they expanded because of small cars and coupes and cabriolets. Audi kind of expanded thanks to Volkswagen's help. But now it has become evident since the 2010s that Audi has become more independent. They still are under the Volkswagen Group, but they seem to have been taking their own decisions. They seem to be implementing their own designs, guys. And it's right next to me, guys. I'm very proud of how far Audi has gone.
The exterior design looks very, very nice, guys. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but the strong sign of identity I see right here, a recurring theme is, it reminds me a bit of the Audi Model TT. The Model TT has a very round edge design all over it, and if you look at it from certain dimensions, like from this angle, it has this figure of the Audi TT. It really does remind me of it. Now it doesn't remind me at all of the Audi R8, which is a bit surprising because the Audi R8 was another flagship model of Audi, the sports car of Audi, but I haven't heard from it in a long time actually.
Guys, I'm actually serious now. What happened to the Audi R8? I haven't heard from it in a very, very long time. I mean, this is proof, guys, that electric cars are becoming of so high demand here in Belgium that now we don't really hear anymore of certain Audi models or even sports cars.
Side view, it reminds me of the Audi A7 a bit. It has this crossback style to it. And now over here at the rear, things get very interesting. First of all, I'd like to just remark this wonderful design. It has a really strong resemblance to the Audi Q4 e-tron. But then things start to emerge. There's some interesting details, guys. First of all, this rear light is kind of a Volkswagen Group thing now. Like I've noticed Porsche also has started employing this. The Audi A8 first came with this rear light. And then also, if you look at this sort of design at the rear, it kind of reminds me of what Audi used to do with the A6. They did this with the estate wagon version A6, the generation before. So it's a bit interesting. Wheels of the Audi e-tron GT Quattro, guys, looks very nice. alloy wheels with some blend between some shiny alloy and black alloys. It's a 5-spoke wheel, guys, and you get nice red calipers to remind you this is indeed something very sporty. So it's very interesting, and you get nice air vents right here. Speaking of air vents, this time, the thing about the German car manufacturers is that they tend to be very honest when they are more expensive. So it's like when you're buying a car beyond 100,000 euros, German car manufacturers tend to be very direct, very honest, which is very good, guys. Like less fake air vents and more honest equipment on board. Nice details I see in front, guys. Air vents. Practically an electric sports car. I love the design of the exterior, but just some questionable aspect I'd like to remark, guys, is that it's not in terms of the equipment, but it's just rather in terms of the design. Like for a price of 142,000 euros, why do you need this flap right here, this mud flap? It's kind of exposed. It makes it seem like it's an afterthought. Now over to the interior of the Audi e-tron GT Quattro. Lovely interior. Now this is a really typical Audi design. Now over here on the door you see something very pleasant, the Alcantara. Whenever I think of Audi, first thing that comes to my mind is Alcantara when it comes to interior themes. Looks very nice, guys. The seats are not Alcantara though. The seats are nice leather, very good, sporty leather seats. Lovely seating adjustments, guys. Multiple choices, very, very good. Very nice presentation of the interior. Very typical Audi identity, guys. Very nice. I've just realized that since the mid-2010s, Audi has also become a bit more driver-centric, just like BMW. So this whole middle here tilts towards the driver's side. Quite nice. Very good. And then this is the center area. Now, I've noticed when it comes to start-stop buttons, Audi has a tradition of putting start-stop buttons right next to the transmission. So I noticed on some Audi models, it's on this side. Some Audi models have it here, but it's always in this area. That's one thing I've noticed. Now, Audi has abandoned the concept of swivel wheels since the late 2010s. Me personally, I did not like that idea, but then hey, I think swivel wheels were very good, and Audi has a new plan. Although this could be, I think this could be a compensation for the absence of swivel wheel. This looks like some additional controls for your infotainment system. Interesting concept happening right here. Very good. And then nice transmission. This is a Volkswagen Group transmission, guys. I saw this in Škodas as well. Very good. Nice cup holders here. Although these cup holders are exposed to me. Wouldn't it be nicer to have a cover onto them? For a price of 142,000 euros, I've noticed surprisingly more buttons than what I would have seen in Volkswagen Crosser S3 of 63,000 euros, guys. I think Audi did it deliberately to maintain some classic styling, you know, to remind people that this is a sporty car. So, infotainment system over there, guys. Air vents all the way down there. Wow, okay, very nice. And this is your digital instrument cluster. Nice steering wheel, by the way, guys. So, it's leather wrapped, and I believe it's supposed to be heated, because when you see this sort of fabric on it to it, sporty, but it's not squidgy, guys. It's just very firm to hold on to. But then, hey, it's good to grip, and it's good to... it's like, you know, it's very easy to use, guys. That's one thing I can tell. Nice Alcantara trim right here. I just love Audi and their Alcantara obsession. It's so good. Nice design over here. Audi has developed an obsession with sharp edges, by the way. And it's not just they developed it. It's kind of like they had it since the beginning. Whenever you think of Audi, think of sharp edges. It's like all over the interior. There's no round edge anywhere to be seen. Very interesting, guys. I just love the design over here. Nice and simple. If you're looking at an electric sports car like this Audi e-tron GT Quattro, practicality is not supposed to be key, but you have expectations nonetheless, guys. So let's see if those expectations hold. Central console storage. First of all, I would just like to remark something questionable. To open the central console storage, it took me 5 minutes to understand how it works. Basically, you just have to push this button downwards, and then it opens. But initially, I was thinking I have to just push it anyhow. Like, I was pushing it like this. I was thinking I have to, I don't know, push it backwards. But then I realized I have to push it downwards. So something was not very clear. Secondly, I don't know if it's supposed to be questionable, but this glove box is very small and narrow. it's very small and narrow, guys. All right, that's already one thing. And secondly, glove box. The glove box is rather deep, nice quality, by the way. That's expected, but it's very shallow. So as you can see, only the manuals are fitting there. Whilst exploring the interior of this Audi e-tron GT Quattro, I was very impressed. Don't get me wrong, guys. I really like this interior. It's very good. It's very pleasant, guys. But just I also noticed some questionable aspects. And the first questionable aspect I like to remark is that whilst this area looks very pleasant, it seems like some things have been a bit of an afterthought, okay? First thing I'd like to remark is, for some reason, you get this bit of storage over here that's just randomly sitting there, as if it was intended for an extra option or as if it was an afterthought. Why didn't Audi put a pleasant cover onto it? You have this beautiful piano black trim right here, and then, like, wouldn't it make more sense to put a cover onto this? Same for the cup holder. Another questionable aspect I'd like to remark is that whilst the rest of the interior looks gorgeous, and there's excess piano black over here, why didn't Audi do anything interesting about the door? Like, here you get leather, but here it's just hard plastic, and then for some reason the window buttons just have a chrome touch onto them. And, well, yeah, I mean, it's interesting, a bit more details compared to other electric Volkswagen Group cars, but that's it. Otherwise, it's almost as if Audi lost interest in this area. It's just plastic. Usually, most competitors would always put some squidgy plastic or perhaps leather or something, especially for a price of 142,000 euros. 142,000 euros, guys, and you do not get a sunroof, you get a panoramic roof. Now, whether this is questionable or not, please let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Whenever you want to close the door of the Audi e-tron GT Quattro, never close it by the window, because the window can be fragile. You have to always close it by the doors. Like, just do this. Just like this. Simple, guys. Do not touch the window. Avoid touching the window at all costs. At least that's what I would do. I would avoid touching the window. I would always stick to touching the door, or just hold on to the handle when closing it. Same principle for the rear door, guys. But the rear door is rather wide. This has to be the widest rear door I've ever seen, guys. I mean, look at this. Is this the side of a car, or is this the side of an aircraft? I asked myself this question as soon as I saw the door. But I just love how metallic it feels. It feels very... It's very cold. Guys, this is real metal. Oh my gosh. This is real metal. This is very good, guys. Because I'm very impressed. Oh my goodness, the quality feels genuine. So it seems like the value is in the quality of the car. It's mostly in the build. That's very nice, guys. Seats, guys, of the Audi e-tron GT Quattro. Looks very nice. Very nice indeed.
So here's my conclusion of the Audi e-tron GT Quattro, everyone. My conclusion is that this has to be one of the most interesting models of Audi and the Volkswagen Group in today's generation, because this is no ordinary electric car. This is an electric car that's taken a very different approach to the competition of electric cars. Many competitors have either built electric crossover SUVs or electric hatchbacks. But the Volkswagen Group have done something unique. They've come up with electric sports cars, guys. But I feel like Audi has gone down a very interesting path. First of all, it made no reference to the Audi R8, which is actually good in my opinion, because I was never a fan of the Audi R8, to be honest. I was mostly a fan of the Audi A8, the limousine, or even the Q7, guys. But when it comes to other Audi models, yes, it does remind me of the Audi TT and also the Audi A7. It has some reference to the A7, I've noticed, which is very good, guys. Strong sign of identity right there. For a price of 142,000 euros, it was difficult to discuss about value for money for logic reasons. But I can confirm that the quality is there. It's very well built. The metallic exterior is just very pleasant to feel. The interior was a different story for some reason. Like, something about it did not feel sufficient, if you know what I'm saying, guys. Like, for instance, the presence of hard plastic onto the window buttons. That's a recurring questionable aspect I've noticed with other Volkswagen Group electric cars. And then also another thing I'd like to point out is the center area, guys. The practicality was logically not supposed to be good anyways. I wasn't expecting good practicality, but what I was expecting was less buttons. And this Audi e-tron GT Quattro had lots of buttons. My opinion of this Audi e-tron GT Quattro: I love this Audi e-tron GT Quattro, guys. This has to be one of the best electric cars out here in today's generation. Very desirable, rich performance, and also think about it. You're buying a sports car that emits zero emission. How many car manufacturers have come up with this? Not many at the moment, but they're all being inspired thanks to the Volkswagen Group. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run, guys. And please don't forget to check the links in the description for my car reviews, travel videos, and my creativity videos. Now, I have a question to ask you all. What is your favorite electric car out of the two? Is it this Audi e-tron GT Quattro, or is it the Porsche Taycan? Please leave your answer in the comment section below. Bye.